Elephant Sandwich Social Media Management. And this week we've been talking about where do I begin on Instagram. Today we're going to talk about your introductory post and what you need to be thinking about as you plan your content for Instagram. First thing I want to do is show you my t-shirt. I made it. It says, I'm starting to think this awkward thing isn't just a phase. I'm just saying, so accurate. My name is Jennifer Kelly. If we have not met, welcome. If we have, welcome back. I'm the creative genius behind Elephant Sandwich Social Media Management. We are a social media company. We do social media and only social media. And the reason is that so many digital agencies treat social media as their little stepchild. It's the add-on to a giant package. And what I have seen from my personal experience is that these platforms are so powerful. They are so effective when used the right way that almost all of your business transaction can occur on the platform if it's done right. People can reach out to you here. If you choose to, they can purchase from you here. They can book appointments. They can ask questions. They can get answers. You can set up these platforms so that they are self-contained and are a way for you to stay active and interacting with your clients, your customers, potential clients and customers, your community. You can find new prospects and leads. This is where people are. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Lately, I know that social media has felt weird. I think the last year and a half, we became so dependent and reliant on it to connect with people. And it was a weird time, election year and all that kind of stuff. And so I literally yesterday just got up and thought, I need to get fired up. I need to get fired up about this again. And I started reading statistics about social media. And I'm just saying, it is not dead. People are still here. They are still active. They are still using this platform to get information. This is where people go to ask about, do you know a great chiropractor? We need furniture. Where are you getting that? Who do you know who does fill in the blank? And this is the place that people are showing up to get referrals and references on businesses that they want to work with. And so if you're not here, if you're not active, if you're not showing up and sharing regularly, it's far more difficult to refer someone to you than it is if somebody wants to refer me, there are, 19 different ways that they can do it from this platform. Number one, you can message me directly. One of my favorite ways of introducing people is I set up a chat and I add the person I'm going to introduce to the person who is looking for that person, and I connect them. I basically do an introduction just like we would in person, and then I encourage them to exchange information and take the conversation elsewhere. But that's just a great way for both parties to be aware, hey, I'm sending you this person. And it kind of bookmarks it in people's head. Hey, I'm a connector. Think of me when you have the opportunity to connect. So that's a possibility. You can also do @Elephant Sandwich, and it's going to pull up my business page so that people can send people to my business page to see the videos that I've posted. There's a ton of information there so that people can get to know me before we've chatted. Through that, they can message me directly. They can call me. They can set up an appointment. There's all kinds of things that you can do from that page. So I am very easy to refer because I'm on the platform. They will also see that I am active on this platform. One of the things that businesses tend to do is they got on the platform in, the spring of 2017, and they haven't posted anything since then. I am hesitant to call those businesses because I tend to think, are they still in business? So that's one of the reasons why sharing content consistently is important. It lets people know you're still around. You're still doing things. If the last review that you have had was 4 years ago, I'm going to have some questions about what has happened to your service if you're not continuing to get new people to leave reviews. Now, I say that and I'm thinking, when was the last review I got? I have clients that have stuck with me. And so they generally leave a review early in the process and they're still here with me. And so I don't have the volume of reviews, but they're all real solid. And I can certainly provide you with information of people who work with me now. So all I have to do is read statistics, and I'm very clear on these platforms are still the most affordable way to connect with people. They are a fantastic networking tool. There is a wide range of different platforms where you can create a piece of content, and if you know what you're doing, you can use it in different ways all over the internet. So that you have lines in all kinds of different ponds, for lack of a better analogy. So it's still alive and well and thriving and creating growth for businesses. It may look a little different right now, and it's going to continue to change and evolve. That's why it's important to stay up to date on what's going on, or to have someone who's going to stay up to date with what's going on, both with new platforms and new policies, because it's going to continuously change. So back to the topic at hand, where do I begin on Instagram? We have already talked about setting up your profile. We've talked about photos. We've talked about hashtags. And so today we're going to presume that you are introducing or reintroducing your page to Instagram at large. So let's pretend you're making your very first post. It may not be your first post, but if you're going to commit to Instagram, let's reintroduce the business. And that's something you may want to do quarterly, where you share some just very basic information about who you are, what you do, what makes you special, how long you've been in business, what problem you solve, what your niche is, all that kind of stuff. So the first thing that came up when I was kind of thinking about this is we did not talk, when we talked about the profile, about what your profile pic should be. And there are two options. One is a selfie or a headshot or whatever, a branding photo. If you are the face that represents the business out in the world, I would recommend that. The other option is a logo, and it needs to be a logo that is recognizable. Elephant sandwich. As you can see, I have, an elephant in between two pieces of bread. It's pretty easy to look at that and figure out what it is and what it represents. And so I am comfortable using my logo as my photo because you're going to know who it is. There's also not 25 other elephant sandwich businesses. And so you're going to know what that is. Now, you may not know I'm a social media manager, but you will know that that's my name. If your logo is complicated or involves a lot of words and you're going to make it teeny tiny as your profile picture, it may not translate the way that you want it to. So let's think it through. You may need a more simplified logo, or you may want to use a photo. It's really up to you. Some people use a photo of their storefront. That's also an option, but be thoughtful about what you're going to use as your profile picture. Now, on to that first post. When you're doing the first post, you are introducing yourself to your ideal client or customer. Now, I know that there are going to be a lot of other people who see it, hopefully, but you really want to connect with your ideal client or customer. So Really spend some time writing this post. Think about what is the problem that they have that you solve? What do they need to know about your business to be interested and attracted? Is it the affordability? Is it the convenience? Is it you have a revolutionary product? Is it the ease of use? Are you solving a problem that they don't have a solution to and need one now? And so think about especially that headline, the very first line that they're going to see as something that you want to grab them and and read some more. So also answer the question, what's in it for me? Why should I follow you? Why should I DM you? What is it that you're going to provide if I say I'm going to follow you? What kinds of things can I expect coming through the feed? Are you going to give me tips? Are you going to provide discounts? Are you going to give me information that I can use today? Are you going to make my life easier? Are you going to save me money? Are you going to save me time? Answer that question. Share what makes your business special. Or do you use all natural ingredients? Um, do you have a method that is better, easier, faster, more reliable? Those kinds of things. How is your content going to be valuable moving along? Um, and then you're going to add those hashtags. The hashtags are what are going to take that post is going to stay live for about 48 hours, ideally. Depending on the interaction, it may stay around a little bit longer. If there's not interaction, it won't. But those hashtags are what are going to allow somebody to find that post later. So watch the video on hashtags. I'm also going to give you a little tip. If you're not sure how to create hashtags, there are hashtag generators uh, online. There are also apps for your phone. I do everything from my desk, and so I have to post from my phone, unless I use there's a way to do it from Facebook, but often I'm gonna post from my phone. But everything else I do from my computer. So, Tailwind is one of the better hashtag generators. Check it out, Tailwind. Just Google it. Tailwind hashtag generator. And the nice thing is you can see how popular a hashtag is. When you're choosing hashtags, the tendency is, okay, I'm going to find the most popular hashtag and put that on there. Not always your best bet, especially if it's got over 1 million. Your post is going to get buried. It's just going to get buried if you choose the most popular hashtag. Starbucks. We talked about that yesterday. If I put hashtag Starbucks, I mean, that's not going to be a blip. But if I put skinny vanilla latte, it's probably in the mid range. And so that's got a possibility. If it's too obscure, I may not find anyone. If it's too popular, I'm probably going to get buried. So kind of look at something that has, say, 100,000 to 50, and then look at something that's like 25 to 10, and then look at something that's 1,500 and mix it up. Mix up the popularity of your hashtags. You're going to get different people finding you if you kind of vary those hashtags. So check it out, play around, read about hashtag strategy. There are lots of videos on it. I may spend some time on that. I'm probably going to wind up doing a course where we go a little more in depth. But there's certainly information out there if you're just getting started to get you started on how to use your hashtags. Make sure that that you reply to comments. Don't let those just hang. Oh, did I freeze? No, okay. I think I froze for just a second. I'm going to repeat that. Make sure that you reply to comments. Don't let your comments just hang. Make sure that people know you're available and accessible. And you may need to, yeah, I know that we're all working during the day. You may need to sit down, for 15 minutes after dinner or whatever and just double check and see if there's something there and make sure that you're commenting. Go check out what they're doing. Share a little love out there. On social media, it's important to participate on the platform. You don't want to ask for something for nothing because you won't get it. If you're not active and participating, people aren't going to connect as much with you. I mean, the whole point in social media is being social with people you know or want to get to know. And finally, interact with recent posts from ideal clients or customers. Start looking at what your competitors are doing. See who's interacting there. The reason that they're interacting there is that this is a topic they are interested in. So you start showing interest in those people, go like their photos, go comment on something, do a little participating there. Chances are they're going to check out what you're doing and they may follow you. What I mean is, I know that my ideal client or customer is interested in specific things. I like to work with trades businesses. I like to work with individual entrepreneurs. I like to work with people in recovery. I've got a couple of sober living homes that I work with. So when I'm out there on Instagram, I'm going to go, check out hashtag sober living, hashtag sober life, hashtag sober AF. And I'm going to go out and see what people are posting, who's interacting with those things, so that I can start following some of these sober living homes. Chances are over time, somebody's going to check out, why is she following us? And they're going to discover I specialize in working with these particular kinds of businesses. So share some love, get some love back. Remember that social is in the name. You gotta send a little love to get a little love. I hope this is helpful to you. Tomorrow, we're gonna kind of wrap up Instagram, and I'm just gonna run through some ideas of things that you can post. What kind of photos you should be sharing, what kind of captions you should be writing, what kind of stories you should be telling on Instagram. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or comment here on Facebook. I'm happy to answer those. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm there too. Check it out. If you have a question, let me know. I'm happy to help you find the answers. So have a great day. I will